guys, we're back at Warhammer World. Lucy's laughing because she loves the camera. We're about to start that massive game of 8,000 points of Imperial versus Tau. Tony, first of all, this is my teammate Lucy. Where's your teammate?
The gorgeous hunk of love that he is.
He's here in spirit.
He is. So Phil, wish you could be here, bro, but never mind. Tony, you've got Imperial Soup versus Tau.
Lots and lots of guns.
Lots of guns, and I've got the model that you gave me to use against you.
Which shouldn't be allowed.
So we're not going to have a look through the armies. I will post a link to the armies down below, but should we go and blast some Imperial scum off the board? Right, so here we go, folks. We are back at Warhammer World. Tony is taking Imperial Soup, so there is what they call Raven Guard, Grey Knights, Imperial Knights, and some Custodes. And Chuck and Larry. Did you count the -1 for them, or did you just stick them in with the Custodes, or... Who cares? Who cares? It's a fun game. It's, we reckon, around about 8,500-ish points. You're closer to 8,000. Well, technically, if you use his old points, we're under. If you use his new points, we're over. So Tony said, you know, in the middle's kind of about... So, Phil's here in spirit. It's basically Lucy versus Tony, but I'm going to swap sides as needs be. But the aim of the game for the Tau, survive. The aim of the game for the Imperial forces, kill. So we literally just deployed straight in. It's 11 AM here at Warhammer World. It took us an hour to deploy, and we haven't hung about with it. And we're going to roll off to see who goes first. There's no +1, so Lucy, what do you roll? She gets a 5, Tony. He gets a 4. Right, so movement phase, Lucy brought these down, and the fusions did 4 wounds altogether. She's popped 2 stratagems, which is focused fire, so she was a +1 to wound, which means the fusions wound on 3s. She rolled...
After the target is suffered 1.
Yes, and the first wound was done by the gun drones on the Devilfish. So yeah, 3 wounds from them. The plasmas failed to kill any of the scouts. Lucy's decided to open up with the big guy as well, and she's just rolled that for 3 heavy 3d3 on each arm, 16 out of 18 shots. Now, we've also used the stratagem Signal Jammer, so basically if the knight happens to survive, he's at -1 to hit. Tony's used +1 invulnerable save, and Lucy's, although she spent 6 command points with a reroll, she's only actually burned 3 because you regenerate. You burned 5.
Yeah. Well, I used 5, but I got 2 back.
You got 2 back, right. Fair enough.
I got another 1 back because I stole one of Tony's.
Yep.
Oh, but I did spend a reroll to a command point to reroll, so I've used 3 altogether.
Interestingly enough, Cadre Fireblade missed with a 2-up reroll on once because of Anvar, and it was a command reroll on... No, it wasn't. It was the Markalites there. They've got 1 Markalite hit on this guy. So, the big guy is hitting on 2s, reroll on 1s because of Markalites, and you're overcharging obviously because of the 3d3.
Yeah.
So the 1 means that you do take a single mortal wound, Lucy.
Yep.
He's down to 29 wounds, Tony. Your strength 8, so you would wound on 4s, but because of focused fire, she's wounding on 3s.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
And -2.
So it's Tony's 4 invulnerable, and what's the damage?
3.
3 each. 3 each, Tony.
Because the big gun's going him as well.
The big gun's targeting him, yeah, and it's macro 6, which means it does double damage.
Oh.
How many is that? 1, 2, 3. Wow.
I saved 3.
How many fit? So that's 7 went through, that's 21 wounds. He's lost 4, that means he's gone. Does he explode though, Tony? No. First blood for the Tau, which means the top gun unfortunately is wasted, but never mind. That was that worth it?
Yeah, I know how devastating them nights can be, and I want to get rid of it. I'm so sorry.
No.
Buy coffee.
You're going to buy him a coffee?
Yes.
Now Lucy's got all of these fire warriors to pepper in at these guys and see what damage she can do. So Lucy's just killed a Razorback. Obviously the Knight's gone thanks to the Supremacy suit, but Lucy's just killed the Razorback with an overcharged Riptide Iron Accelerator, and Tony's just rolled 4 1s. And with that, it's turned. So basically, Long Strikes took a little bit of damage. The 2 Riptides here took a little bit, but in exchange, we killed a Knight, we've killed a Razorback, and 4 guys that were inside.
I killed the 4.
Sorry, Tony, you killed the 4 guys. We killed a single scout, and we did some damage to the Dreadnought over there. Lucy even fired the rail rifle from the broadside, but unfortunately, we didn't get any hits because of the -1 chapter tactics. Right, so movement phase. Tony's flyers have come hurtling up this side. These ones are apparently going for the Supremacy, and this guy is going for the Ghost Kill. Tony's decided to jump everybody out here, and the Grandmasters have landed, ready to go hurtling in. Meanwhile, Shrike, this Shrike, isn't it?
Yes.
And the Inceptors, are they Interceptors or Inceptors?
Interceptors.
No, they're Inceptors, they are Interceptors. Why they all sound the same, Tony? All the Terminator goodness have landed down here. There's going to be lots and lots of Stormbolter fire going in over these guys with all the reroll goodness because of Drago. And then up here, the Shield Captains have moved up, as has the forces of the Grey Knights and the Raven Guards. So, has Chuck. Let's see what Tony does in the Psychic and Shooting phase. Right, so Psychic phase. Tony smited a little bit over here, killed and did the odd wound. Little bits and pieces of wounds out here. You'll notice the Fire Warriors are thinned out considerably thanks to the lots and lots of Stormbolter fire. The Ghost Keels took wounds, and we've lost a lot of crew thanks to the 3 flyers. And the big guy is down to 16 wounds. I did try and actually pass a wound off from the Ghost Keel onto a drone, but rolled a 1. So that didn't help. Now, though, we've lost a Crisis suit thanks to all of this. We're now starting with the Scouts, and we'll work on this portion of the table and then come back after that section. Right, so where we're at, Tony. We've done all of this side now. Tony actually killed 2 of his Hellblasters, even with Shrike there allowing rerolls, in order to kill the Fusion Man there. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Stormbolter fire, absolutely pouring in. Lucy making crap tons of saves, but not quite enough. We've lost a lot of Fire Warriors.
Yep.
But everything's getting within range of this. The Gunrig's even down to 6 wounds, but now we've got to move on to this side. Tony also lost a guy there from Smite earlier as well. And with that, Tony is finally done, what, an hour and 20 minutes later? For turn 1 for Tony. So basically, all of this killed 3 drones and 3 stealth teams. And Larry killed the last drone, was it?
Stealth team.
Oh, he killed the last stealth team. And the ones over there are still alive, so not a bad shout. Tony, you've got some charges though, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Right, let's come back after the assault phase and see if Tony actually makes combat with any. So combats, this Grandmaster made it in. Overwatch only did a single wound, and that was it, and that was with support and fire from all of this. The Grandmaster, of course, smashed the Devilfish apart, and this one charged in and killed the 5 Fire Warriors that were there. And over there, the Terminators made it in. Lucy got hits with the heavy rail rifle, killing the Terminator in each squad and mortal wounds, rolling a 6 to wound twice, and of course you roll a 6 to explode and killed another Terminator. So not a lot, but it's now time for the Tau to shine and retaliate, big style. Alright guys, so movement phase, these have all landed down here to get rid of some of these. The Breaches have leapt out to try and deal with that Grandmaster, and the Ghost Keeler is going to support. This guy can obviously deal with quite a lot. Command point wise, what have we done? Well, we've spent lots, but Lucy rolled a double 6. She used Stim Inject? No,
I used
Repair Protocols?
yes, repair systems, 2 command points. On him, I healed D3 wounds when I rolled the 2 points to get them back. I rolled a double 6.
Yeah.
Then I also used Nova Charge on that Riptide, so he can use 2 Nova Charges and he's going 3 up ingrown. I also used Command and Control, that commander there, on the same Riptide, so he can mirror all field wounds. And that is it.
Almost. We've used Kaoyun with Shadow Sun, so all of this can reroll failed hits. The command link drone from Shadow Sun is going on the Hammerhead. This ethereal Onvar is using 6 up feel no pain and reroll 1s to hit, and that one is using 6 up feel no pain. And take a breath.
And now on to the biggest part of us.
We'll come back in about, what, an hour and a half?
1 hour 40.
Yeah, let me see how much you like broadsides.
I like them a lot.
And how much do you like rail rifles?
How many 6s did I roll?
So this squad rapid fired and she rolled a 6 to wound. This squad rapid fired and she rolled a 6 to wound. This squad rapid fired and she rolled a 6 to wound. He shot the Land Raider and rolled a 6 to wound.
But D6 damage over there and rolled a 1.
Yeah, she rolled a 1 against the Land Raider. -5, which meant that the Land Raider didn't even have a save. You'll notice there's like nobody left here thanks to the burst cannon. There's nobody left here thanks to missiles. There's no Terminators. Where's all the Terminators, Lucy?
Both sides, gotta love them.
Do you know what it is? That the -1 for the enhanced targeting system with all of their shots. Really, really massive stuff. So we've also shot all of these as well. You know, little bits and pieces doing damage. We've still got the 2 ion accelerator Riptides to fire. We've still got the Town Art to fire. And everything that you see here, and we've got that. Oh yeah.
Flyers are gone.
No more flyers. Oh, apart from that one, which ain't gonna last much longer.
Hopefully.
So, massive blow for Tony, but I reckon we could do some work against these. I reckon we could probably kill 2, Lucy.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, so unbelievably it took Long Strike, the rail rifle, the breaches, the ghost keel, everything to get rid of the Grandmaster Draenei. And ultimately, it was 1 shot from the rail rifle that did it. Lucy didn't roll a 6, but we actually blew all 4 Seeker missiles from Long Strike. You know what it is? That his new rule for counting has been 1 marker light better. Meant the Cadre Fireblaze marker light counted as 2 for Long Strike. So he was hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s with the Seeker missiles, which was brilliant, rather than hitting on 6s. So yeah, Lucy's now going to fire all of this, 3 shots apiece, because we're in rapid fire range, at him because of the pulse. 51 dice.
51, you said 61.
50, I said 51. Did you count 61, did you?
9. 60.
So she's hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s here.
Ah, largely that and that.
Oof.
Re-rolling 1s, you see?
Re-rolling 1s because of Onvar.
Thank you. Oh.
That's it, I think. Right, let's pull them out.
And yes.
They were in, so that's a whole load of hits. You're now wounded on 5. Do you want a hand? She's now wounded on 5s. And this is with like, Tony, this isn't even a lot of Fire Warriors compared to what we had, is it?
So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 wounds. Tony, I predict you're going to roll 3 1s because it's you, and I'm sorry.
Oh! No, 4!
Oh! We actually don't have that much left to shoot. We've only really got... Oh no, we've got the 2 Riptides as well.
And at the back.
And this, I forgot about this. And that is it. Unfortunately, this guy's left on 2 wounds. Lucy used all the burst cannons, smart missile systems and everything from this guy to try and take out the Interceptor, but failed. Unbelievable, the Triaxis Ion Blasters did nothing to both of these Dread Knights, and both Ionic Accelerator Riptides did 3 wounds to that, and that was it. However, the Pulse Ordnance Multi-Driver was a Dreadnought over there, wasn't there?
Yes.
That was it. Meanwhile, these guys, all the fusion and all the plasma, basically killed 3, 4, 5 guys and dropped that to 2 wounds and took 5 wounds off that. And that is the entire of the Tau Force now shot. Tony's got a lot of making up to do, but I really don't know what he's going to be able to do. But that fire was absolutely punishing. Right, so the Imperial turn 2 and Tony has turned around. The Razorbacks have stayed still because if he moves, it's even more negative modifiers. These guys, the Lieutenant, of course, has moved back as well. In the centre, I think something is going to hit the fan. And of course on this side as well, so Tony's very, very much in the face now. Although we had a devastating turn of shooting, this is where Tony could make or break the game by consolidating from one unit straight into the next, and so on. So let's move into psychic and shooting for the Imperial. So it's starting to get busy, and as you can see, Tony is clearing some space, lots of it. Basically 3 suits gone and wounds on there. There's no breaches left, apart from one lonely Shazwee. There's a whole host of Fire Warriors gone, and the Pathfinders are gone. So this side, really, really getting eaten up a lot, and there's 2 Dread Knights about to go run rampage. But we've now got these guys to shoot. So hopefully, Tony, hopefully, you might start and plug away a little bit at these. I'm going to jinx you, Tony, definitely. So, this drone's not dead thanks to them, and Tony's just shot a crack missile at the 3-in-1 Riptide, and Lucy passed both of us in. What's happening now, though?
Larry is going to take that out of the sky.
Calling it 1.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll that.
Go on,
Have I used one this turn?
I don't know. Just go, mate, you've got so many command points, it doesn't matter. Just use it. He hits.
Strength 5.
5. He wounds. Isn't it like -4 or something? Which means no save, Lucy. She rolls a 5, but no save, so that drone is dead. Okay, so Tony down here decided to rapid fire with all of these Hurricane Bolters and everything. He dropped the drone port down to only 3 wounds. He was trying to kill the Pathfinders inside, and them Pathfinders have gone. Now, although it's not looking good for the Imperial, I think if Tony makes the charge here with a number of key units, you could start to do a lot of damage to us, Tony. Could. So, Chuck failed to do any damage to these guys. There was only 1 wound from the Hurricane Bolters over here. Multi-melters, crack missiles, everything flying in left, right and centre. And ultimately 3 crew died to the Stormhawk, and that was pretty much it. So, some key charges now, and this is where Overwatching on 5 is going to be very, very handy. Right, so after an age of rolling dice, we managed to kill a couple of them, all the entire squad here, and did 3 wounds to that guy, but the Dreadnought charged all the way around this side. Over here, the Ghost Keel almost killed this Dread Knight. He's left on 1 wound, and this one's left on 6 thanks to support and fire from Long Strike. Probably going to lose this due to Drago making it in, and Shrike has sought out on bar. Almost Warlord versus Warlord. Almost. Oh yeah, your Warlord's dead.
Is it?
Yeah, it was the other Dread Knight.
Oh, so we get to slay the Warlord.
Meanwhile, over that side, the Reavers and the Custode Shield Captains made it in against the drone port, and they're going to take that out. And Chuck, he died again, Tony. This has been an ongoing thing for about 2 years now. So, let's see where Tony's going to go with combats. This is probably going to be quick in Tony's favour. Right, so combats, not a lot happened. I lost a suit down here. I think we lost 1 here. Drago failed to kill the Hammerhead. Only 2 attacks wounded. This guy smashed apart 2 drones, and that was it. We interrupted with the Ghost Keel to try and do that last wound, but failed to do anything. And as I expected, the shield captain over there took apart the drone port. Space Pope, interesting rules. Do the guard count as separate units like the drones do? Because it doesn't say. So we basically killed the guards off first and then took the wounds on Anvar. Thankfully Lucy did roll a 6 for the amount of D3 that Tony did, so he is alive on 2 wounds. Now though, it's into Tau, turn 3. So moving phase, we've healed the Ghost Keel for 1 wound unfortunately. Lucy's used stim injectors on this guy, and we need to retreat Space Pope, put him in the middle of there on 2 wounds. Dark Strider moving across as well. So this is pulled back from Drago, which means he's going to be able to fire. All of the suits over here have pulled back and hopefully make a mess of these guys. And that was pretty much it. Yeah, we're going to throw an EMP grenade at that to hopefully do D3 mortal wounds. And then all of this has stayed still again, apart from the stealth team, which is going to go for that land speeder. Hopefully there won't be that much left, hopefully. Right, so a lot has happened. Broadsides, unloaded, and riptides, and got rid of 2 shield captains. That was thanks to the rail rifles and iron rifles on the Pathfinders as well. The riptides turned sideways, as did the storm surge, and blasted away the land raider and the land speeder that was there. Drago also took a butt ton of fire from the missiles, the broadside standing there, blasting them away. And now this guy has turned round and can see Shrike alone. And Tony needs to make 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 wounds. That's from 4 burst cannons and 4 smart missile systems, all hitting Shrike. 16, Tony. What save has Shrike got? What save has he got? He's only got power armor. Oh, so 3 plus. How many wounds? 6?
5.
And you've used your reroll. 1, 2, 3. I see another 2. 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think something might have to happen here, Lucy. Dark Strider hasn't shot yet. Two hits, Tony. Strength 5. That's 1 wound, and it's going to rely on you in run because his blaster is at least -1. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. No, Space Pope is still there, but he's got nothing to shoot. That leaves these 3 big guns to shoot that way. Are we charging? No. I was contemplating chucking Fireblade into Shrike, but Lucy was like, "Are you mad?" So this gun turned round and obliterated Shrike. Tony failed all 3 invulnerables and just went.
But it didn't matter. You just needed to fail 1 because
yeah. And then these 2 overloaded, and there's only 2 Inceptors left. That's it.
Morale?
I don't think there's anything left that took enough damage to take morale that won't pass. But Tony's got these left and a shield captain, and he's got a couple of single guys left down there. Tony, are you going to make a last-ditch attempt?
I think, well, this will be the end of the turn, won't it?
When you've done that, will be the end of 3 turns, and I think time constraints is nearly 6 PM now. We'll probably have to call it after this. So Tony's moved in closer, and he smote with them, killed the crisis team. You smote down here and got rid of the hammerhead. And believe it or not, the whole table is looking clearer, Tony. Until you look around here. Yeah, So everyone else has moved in, they're killing the stealth team around there. But I think it's time to go to work, Tony. Right, let's see what happens in the shooting phase. Right, so Tony's shooting phase, the Ghost Keeler's left on 2 wounds thanks to the overcharged plasma. The herd has been thinned here, and over here we've lost the stealth teams. We've lost the Pathfinder team, so Tony is starting to make his way in. But if you charge here, Tony, don't think that shield captain's surviving, do you?
You never know.
He might, and then he's going to charge in with these. So we'll do the bonus missions and see what actually happens and what Tony survives from Overwatch. And if he makes it in, does he kill anything? That is the question. So down here, unfortunately, all of these guys made it in. We only did 1 wound to the Inceptors, and the Grey Knight even made it in against Long Strike. But over here, Tony is going to go on a murderous charge, and he's going to charge all straight into those 2 broadsides. Now obviously we've got a lot of missiles to fire as well, and we've got that Riptide to fire as well, and the rail slide. But what we're going to do first of all is fire with all the high yield missile pods from all 3 broadsides. So Lucy, do you want to do the honours? So hitting on 5s. Not bad. Wounding on 3s because he's taken a 6. Oh, that's not so good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So Tony, it's at -2 because they've all got advanced targeting systems. So 4+, 5 4+. Can he do it? Fails 2, 2d3. Oh, the full 6 leaves him on 1 wound, but then you've got all them dice for the smart missile systems to do as well, Lucy.
16, 18.
And then another 8. And then you might as well chuck the rail slide ones in as well. So all of them hitting on 5s. This is the last ditch attempt basically. So I'll pull some out for you. Oh, not a great roll. Still not bad. This is only strength 5, so you need 5s to wound him. Is that 3, 4, 5?
5.
5 at -1, Tony.
Adios, amigo.
Oh, yeah. He goes down. Are you really going to now charge that Riptide?
Hang on. I've not used the reroll yet, have I?
Yes.
But even then it's -1, you've just rolled a 1 and a 2. And he did use a reroll because you rerolled your charge. And I think that Riptide's about to go on a murdering spree as everything dies to it as it charges in. And with that, Tony fails to kill Canterbury Fireblade. He killed what? A couple of Fire Warriors and a crap ton of 6-ups. Tony, you took this side of the board. I think with this side, you were just way too far back. What a game. I'm tired. What do you think of New Tau? Don't like. Dirty, especially her hiding in the middle. Yeah. it was dirty. I hope you've had a good day. It's been nice to see you again. And of course, Phil was here in spirit and play with his eyes.
That's my nipple.
So yeah, we're going to pack up now, guys, and head home. Let's think of this as the end, the true end of the narrative mission, in the form that the Tau have now set up their research facility. The Supremacy Army is ready to go and take on forces of the Imperium.
Just white strike up from where you are.